Hey everyone, it's Kathy from House of TOEFL, and I'm here today to talk to you about some changes that are happening in the TOEFL iBT. Now, there are other videos about these changes, and I know there's other blogs about these changes, but I thought my followers might be curious about what I have to say about these changes that are going to come into effect July of 26 of this year. And of course, we're in 2023. Now, this will be a short video. A lot of this is going to be my personal opinion because there's much deeper videos out there that you can go to. And of course, you should get your information from ETS itself. But this is my perspective. First and foremost, I can't believe they're changing it again. They just changed it a few years ago. And to me, it feels like yesterday because time flies. And it just feels like this is so recent and they're doing it again. But this is official. This is definitely happening. So let's talk about it. First and foremost, the reading section. What's going to change? You're only going to have 2 passages and you will have 35 minutes to complete the reading section. The number of questions will remain the same. 10 questions per passage. Of course, you know the last question is worth 2 points. So again, you'll have 35 minutes to complete it. The difficulty level of the reading section of the passages is going to remain the same. The question types are going to remain the same. So if you have my book, then my book is still relevant. The question types haven't changed. The material in my book for the reading section is still extremely relevant. I believe my book is still a valuable resource. And I will put a link to purchase my book in the description below if you don't already have it, although I know most of my followers have certainly read my book. So that's the first thing. Let's talk about the listening section. The listening section will remain the same, except you're going to have 36 minutes to complete it, 28 questions. When I say the same, I mean it's going to be lectures and conversations. Now, for both the reading and the listening section, and this is a big change, there will be no unscored section. Now, this is where I put my opinion. I think that's great. I love the fact that you guys don't have to do things that aren't scored anymore. I always thought that was unfair. I'll be honest with you guys. I thought it was unfair. ETS was making you do work that didn't actually count towards your score. So the fact they're taking out these unscored passages to me is great news because you'll be less tired. The test is now going to be much shorter. It's going to be less than 2 hours. It's not going to wear you down. It's not going to be this grinding experience anymore. So that's a good thing. I think that's a really great change. So wonderful. I don't think that those sections are going to necessarily be easier. Now, actually, a word about that. People want to know, is the reading section going to be easier? Well, it's going to be shorter. But the problem is, with fewer questions to answer, that means each question will carry more weight. So now you're only going to have 20 questions to answer. So each question, it's going to be more important that you get them right, each question. It will cost you more if you get one wrong. So it depends on your perspective. To me, in my opinion, it's better to do a shorter test. But if you're the kind of person who wants to have more opportunities to make mistakes, this might put you under a little more stress. But it's really going to vary from person to person. The speaking section, no changes. Sorry guys, I know that's the one with the most pressure, but they're keeping the speaking section as it is. The biggest change is the writing section. Okay, they're leaving the integrated writing as it is. But interestingly, they're removing the independent writing question and they're going to replace it with a classroom discussion writing task. So you're going to have a box where a professor brings up a topic and then 2 students who respond to that topic with 2 different perspectives. And then you type into a box 100 words and you have 10 minutes to complete this of your opinion, but you had to take into account the opinions of the 2 students who have already posted their opinions. Now, I'm going to link in the description here to the ETS website so you can see a sample of this. Now, the number one question you're going to ask, I'm ready for it. So, Kathy, is the test going to be easier or harder? Well, I think it's going to probably be easier because that long independent essay that you had to write, 300 or more words, is now gone. Now you just have to write a 10-minute response to a classroom discussion. To me, that's a lot easier. But there's things that I don't know, like how are they going to score that 10-minute writing that you do? I don't know that yet. This is also new that I'm not exactly sure. The other thing people want to know is the cost going to change. I haven't heard anything. Honestly, I think it's probably going to be the same price. Sorry, but they seem to be pretty set on the price. Another change is that when you're finished the test, you're going to get the exact date of when you're going to get the score. There's going to be no more ambiguity or wondering when you're going to get your score. You will get the date when you finish the test. So it will say, your scores will be available on August 3rd, 2023. And that's not going to change or move around. So that's a good thing, I think. So yeah, my opinion overall is the test is going to be a little bit easier for you guys. It's going to be shorter. Shorter is always better. And that's my final thought. I think it is going to be a little bit easier from now on. So yay, that's a good thing. So yes, that's my opinion about everything. I'm Kathy. If you would like to reach out, I'll put my contact information also down below where I put the link to the ETS website with that writing prompt sample for you guys. So that's my opinion about the new TOEFL test. I hope you've enjoyed this video and be sure to subscribe because I've been making a lot of videos lately and I want to continue to do so. Okay, have a great day and good luck on your test.